The latest chaos surrounding the family has me absolutely losing my mind right now. Seriously? This storyline? It has the potential to become one of the most emotionally destructive and explosive cliffhangers this show has delivered so far. And the craziest part? It doesn't even need some huge villain reveal to work. The emotional damage alone is enough. Because let's be honest for a second. Anita's cancer battle has completely changed the emotional core of the Duprre family. Every single scene with her lately feels heavier, slower, more fragile. We're watching a woman who used to hold this family together now struggling just to hold herself together physically. That's heartbreaking already. But then the writers decide to throw Kat's emotional spiral directly into Anita's one rare moment of peace. Oh, that is soap opera chaos at its finest. And honestly, I think this entire setup is building toward a devastating family collapse. Picture this with me. Vernon spends the whole evening trying to make Anita feel normal again. Not like a patient. Not like someone everyone pities. A wife. A woman he still loves deeply. After months of hospitals, chemotherapy, fear, and emotional exhaustion, he wants one night where cancer does not control their lives. One night, that's it. And for a brief moment, it works. You can almost imagine Anita finally smiling again. Relaxing, feeling beautiful instead of fragile. That kind of emotional intimacy matters because longtime soap fans know these quiet scenes are usually the calm before absolute destruction. And wow, does destruction arrive fast? Because here comes Kat, panicked, emotional, completely unraveling. And honestly, I don't even fully blame her. A lot of viewers keep calling Kat reckless, but I think people are ignoring what this character has been going through mentally. She's been surrounded by lies for months. Every conversation feels manipulative. Every family member seems to know half the truth while hiding the other half. That kind of environment destroys trust. It destroys reality. So when Kat bursts into the Duprre house screaming that everything is falling apart, I actually think this is the first genuinely honest emotional reaction we've seen from her in a while. But Vernon, oh, he is not going to see it that way. And this is where the scene becomes incredible. Because Vernon is already emotionally exhausted from watching Anita suffer day after day, he's terrified of losing her. Terrified. So the second Kat interrupts this intimate moment, he's not seeing a scared young woman in crisis. He's seeing someone stealing precious time away from his wife, time they may never get back. That anger is going to explode, okay? And you just know the writers are setting up one of those classic soap confrontations where years of buried frustrations suddenly come pouring out in one brutal argument. I can already hear Vernon saying something unforgivable in the heat of the moment. Something that cuts Kat deeply. But here's the twist that makes this story genius. Anita immediately understands Kat's pain. That's the heartbreaking part. Even while exhausted from cancer treatment, Anita still recognizes emotional suffering when she sees it. She sees a young woman drowning in fear and paranoia and grief. And I think Anita realizes something the rest of the family refuses to admit. Secrets are poisoning everyone long before the truth ever comes out. Now let's talk about Nicole overhearing the conversation because this is where things become dangerous. Nicole accidentally hearing Kat's breakdown feels extremely intentional from the writers. Soap operas never include accidental eavesdropping unless it changes everything later. And I think Nicole is going to start connecting dots nobody else noticed before. Especially once Ted suddenly rushes over in the middle of the night after hearing Kat discovered another clue. That is suspicious beyond belief. I'm sorry, but if Ted shows up panicking the second new information surfaces, that man is hiding something, period. And I think Vernon is finally going to see it too. For months, Vernon may have brushed off Kat's accusations as emotional instability or reckless behavior. But Ted's strange urgency could completely shift Vernon's perspective. because suddenly the timeline stops making sense. Why is Ted so desperate to control the narrative? Why does every road somehow lead back to him? Why does Kat keep uncovering secrets everyone else wants buried? That's when paranoia infects the entire family. And this show loves family paranoia. But nothing, absolutely nothing, is going to hit harder than Anita collapsing during the argument. That scene could become legendary if it's written correctly. Imagine the screaming suddenly stopping, silence. Anita hits the floor, and in one horrifying instant, everybody realizes this drama is no longer just emotional. Her body simply cannot handle the stress anymore. After chemotherapy, after exhaustion, after trying to emotionally protect everyone around her, she finally breaks physically. That moment changes everything. Kat immediately blaming herself would be completely believable because deep down she already fears she destroys everything she touches. Honestly, I think this could push Kat into her darkest emotional state yet. We could even see her begin isolating herself from the family entirely afterward. But Vernon? Oh no. Vernon's reaction is going to be volcanic. I think this may be the first time we truly see him snap. Not controlled anger, not disappointment, pure rage. Because from his perspective, his wife nearly died after Kat brought more chaos into their home. And grief mixed with fear creates dangerous emotions. He'll need someone to blame. Kat becomes the easiest target. But here's why Anita's hospital scene could become one of the best moments in recent soap history. She wakes up and defends Kat. That line, "She didn't destroy this family, the secrets did," completely changes the narrative. Suddenly, Anita becomes the emotional truth teller of the entire Duprre family. And let's be real. Soap operas always reach another level when the sick or vulnerable character becomes the only person brave enough to say what everyone else refuses to admit. Anita's illness gives her clarity. She no longer has patience for manipulation, silence, or fake peace. Honestly, I think this moment could divide the family permanently. Some will stand with Anita and finally demand the truth. Others will double down on protecting the lies. And if Ted truly is hiding something massive connected to Lynette, this could trigger a domino effect that destroys multiple relationships at once. The writers are playing with emotional landmines here. Cancer, betrayal, family loyalty, guilt, secrets, fear. Everything is colliding at the exact same time. And the scariest part? I don't think the real explosion has even happened yet.